Have you ever felt the sting of being late? Not the clock on the wall, not the missed appointment, but the deep, gnawing sense that everyone else is ahead of you, moving faster, achieving more, leaving you behind in silence. You watch them rise while you sit frozen, counting the wasted time as if it were sand slipping through your fingers. And they laugh. They whisper in subtle ways, the kind of laughter that digs into your chest and makes your heartbeat quicken. You feel it, don't you? That creeping doubt that maybe, just maybe, you've started too late. Maybe you'll never catch up. But what if that fear, that sharp ache in your chest, is the very thing pointing you to freedom? What if starting late is not a punishment, but a hidden advantage waiting to be claimed? You don't have to rush. You don't have to match their pace. The world has been trying to sell you a story that you must begin at the same time as everyone else, that success has a schedule and a map that you missed. Yet here you are, alive, breathing, thinking. And that alone gives you something they will never have. A choice. A chance to begin on your own terms, with your own eyes wide open, fully aware of what matters. The laughter you hear is not an obstacle. It is a mirror, reflecting your own fears, your own insecurities. And yes, it hurts, it burns. It whispers you should have started earlier. But pain has a strange clarity. It sharpens your vision, refines your focus. What if you could turn that sting into fuel? What if every mocking glance, every quiet judgment became a spark to ignite something far stronger inside you? There is a rhythm in late starts that early risers can never understand. While they sprint in panic, chasing timelines, you have the luxury of thinking, of observing, of choosing the path that is truly yours. You have the power to grow in ways they cannot see, to build in silence, to master without the suffocating pressure of comparison. Imagine this. While the world counts their victories by years, by minutes, by arbitrary markers of achievement, you are cultivating depth. You are planting roots in soil that is rich and untouched. Your growth is not forced. It is deliberate. Each step, though slower than others, carries intention. There is a freedom in starting late because you see clearly now. You know what matters, what doesn't, what will sustain you, and what will drain you. Time has been your teacher, and even if it feels like you are behind, you are ahead in understanding. You are ahead in wisdom, in awareness, in perspective. They may have begun first, yes, but that first step they took was not born of clarity. It was born of habit, of fear, of a blind rush towards something that may not even matter. You, on the other hand, have waited. You have reflected. You have learned the value of patience, the weight of intention, the beauty of starting when the moment truly calls you. There is power in that. Quiet power, invisible to those who sprint without thought, but undeniable to the one who moves with purpose. Each moment you've spent watching, learning, questioning, doubting, has been an investment, a preparation for a leap that will carry you further than any hurried start ever could. So feel that laugh. Let it echo in your chest. Let it remind you of the fire that has been quietly growing. You have begun late, yes, but you have begun awake. You are aware. You are ready, and the moment you fully embrace that truth, the moment you understand that timing is not failure, the moment you stop comparing your journey to theirs, something shifts inside you. You feel it, the surge of possibility, the quiet thrill of what is finally yours to claim. There is a path, uniquely yours, winding and uncertain, yes, but rich with opportunity. And it begins now, because you have arrived. Even late, even behind, you are exactly where you need to be. Now feel the weight of the world pressing against you. The relentless ticking, the deadlines, the whispers that you are too late, too slow, too behind. It is heavy, yes, but it is not the chains you think it is. It is the push you need. Every glance at someone ahead, every sigh at your own hesitation, every fleeting thought of giving up, These are signals. They are calling you to rise, to act, to stop waiting for a perfect moment that will never come. The world is not pausing for you, and yet, in this very urgency, you find your advantage. Because while they move blindly, you move with eyes wide open. Every moment you feel panic, doubt, or fear, you are sharpening your awareness, honing your strength, and preparing to strike with precision. The stakes are real. Your life, your time, your potential, they are not infinite. Each day you wait, the laughter echoes louder, the shadows grow longer, the pressure mounts. But that pressure can be a forge, and you can emerge stronger, sharper, unshakable. You have already felt the sting of starting late. You know the shame, the fear, the self-recrimination. Let it fuel you instead of breaking you. Let it drive you forward with a relentless hunger to prove not to them, but to yourself, that the timing does not define your outcome. Every second you waste questioning your worth is a second spent surrendering your power. You cannot afford that. Look at what surrounds you. The world is full of distractions, illusions, people who act first but think little. Their energy burns out, their paths narrow. But you, moving deliberately, have vision. You see the pitfalls, you see the traps, you see the terrain before your foot even touches it. And that awareness is strength beyond measure. It is the kind of power that moves quietly, invisibly, but leaves results so undeniable they cannot ignore them. You are not late. You are preparing. You are not behind. You are calculating. And that difference, that unseen depth, is what will carry you past every obstacle, past every doubter, past every fear. Feel the urgency now. Every heartbeat, every breath, every choice counts. There is no rewinding, no second chances at wasted moments. The world will not wait, and neither can you. This is the moment to step into what has been quietly building inside you. The potential, the skill, the vision. The fear that once paralyzed you can now propel you. That shame, that sting, that echo of laughter can become a signal fire, igniting your focus, your courage, your relentless pursuit. You do not need approval. You do not need the early starters to cheer. You need action. Immediate, deliberate, unstoppable action. Think about the life you have imagined, the one you know is possible, if only you dare to take it seriously, to move with intent, to embrace the late start not as failure, but as preparation. Every challenge you have faced, every misstep, every delay has not been a loss. It has been the shaping of resilience, the sharpening of vision, the gathering of tools for a leap that will leave those who laughed behind in awe. There is no limit to what you can do when fear is transformed into focus, when doubt is transformed into clarity, when the late start becomes the secret weapon it was always meant to be. Now imagine yourself moving forward with unstoppable momentum. Every small choice aligns with your larger purpose. Every late hour, every unseen effort compounds into undeniable progress. The world may have scoffed, but it cannot stop you. You have tasted the pain of lateness, felt the pressure of time, and now you know its power. There is no hesitation, no lingering in the shadows, only action, only purpose, only forward. Every heartbeat carries urgency, every thought carries intensity. You are no longer reacting, you are creating. You are no longer waiting, you are arriving. And when you finally emerge, the laughter will fade, replaced by the undeniable truth it was never too late. You were always capable, always ready, and now, finally, unstoppable. Feel the fire rising now, deep in your chest. The part of you that refuses to be small, that refuses to be rushed, that refuses to surrender to the weight of lateness. That fire is truth. It is the pulse of possibility, relentless and raw. You have seen the others, running blind, chasing what they think matters, exhausting themselves while the meaning slips through their fingers. You are different. You have waited, yes, but you have also watched. You have felt the sting, tasted the doubt, And now you carry an awareness they cannot touch. Every step you take forward is deliberate. Every choice a declaration that your time is yours and it is enough. The urgency is real. Life does not pause and opportunities do not knock twice. Every second you hesitate is a chance lost, a moment slipping past into the unknown. But fear not, because this urgency is not punishment. It is clarity. It forces your focus. It sharpens your intent. You feel the weight. And instead of crushing you, it propels you. The world may have laughed. The voices may have mocked. But they do not have your vision. They do not carry your preparation. They do not know what it means to rise after waiting, to act after understanding, to create after reflecting. And that gives you a power they cannot imagine, a momentum that will break through any barrier. Imagine moving with precision, with intention so sharp it cuts through distraction, doubt, and hesitation. Every action you take now is magnified, echoing louder because it is chosen, not rushed. You are no longer reacting to the pace of others. You are defining your own path. The stakes have never been higher. Every effort, every decision, every heartbeat counts. You cannot waste them on fear or self-doubt. There is too much at stake. Your dreams, your purpose, your life waiting to be claimed. The late start has given you clarity. The silence around you has given you space. The mockery has given you fuel. And now the only thing left is action. Relentless, unstoppable, purposeful action. Think of all the moments you have doubted yourself, the moments you have questioned if you could ever catch up. Those moments were not failures. They were lessons. They were sharpening your instincts, strengthening your resolve, shaping a resilience that cannot be hurried, cannot be borrowed, cannot be faked. Others may have started first, but you have learned deeper. You have cultivated patience and vision. You have discovered what matters and what does not. And in this understanding lies your advantage. You are not behind. You are prepared. You are ready. Every heartbeat, every breath, every choice from this point forward carries the weight of purpose. And that weight will move you faster than any blind rush ever could. Now feel the surge of possibility. It courses through your veins. It pushes you past excuses, past doubt, past fear. The late start is no longer a burden. It is your secret weapon. It is the advantage of clarity, of intention, of focus that the early starters can never access. You can see paths they cannot, make decisions they cannot, act in ways they cannot. And the results will speak for themselves, not immediately perhaps, but inevitably. Every moment you act with purpose compounds. Every small step accelerates your trajectory. Every decision made awake, made deliberate, made relentless, pulls you closer to a version of yourself that others will only envy, never understand. This is the point of no hesitation, the moment when waiting ends and creating begins. The moment when fear turns into fuel, doubt into clarity, hesitation into momentum. You are awake, you are aware, you are alive, and alive means capable. Capable of more than you ever imagined, capable of overcoming what seemed impossible, capable of turning the laughter into silence, the ridicule into respect, the delay into destiny. The path is not easy. It will test you. It will push you to the edges of patience, strength, and courage. But every test, every push, every challenge is evidence of your power. You are moving now. You are unstoppable, and nothing will ever be able to stop the force of someone who started late, but started awake. Every step forward now carries weight. Not the weight of fear, not the weight of doubt, not the weight of who said you were too late, but the weight of purpose. Every breath, every heartbeat, every action is magnified because you have waited, because you have felt the sting, because you have learned. You know what it feels like to be behind. You know what it feels like to watch others pass by while you stand still. And that knowledge is not a curse. It is a weapon. It is the edge that gives you focus, clarity, and relentless drive. While others rush blindly, You move deliberately. Every decision is calculated. Every effort compounds. Every small step forward becomes unstoppable momentum. The world is not pausing. Every second, every moment, every opportunity is slipping by. And yet you are alive. You are awake. You are capable. That fire inside you, the one that refused to be extinguished by mockery or delay, is your guide. It will not let you settle for half measures, for excuses, for hesitation. You are in motion now, and motion builds power. Action builds authority. Momentum builds legacy. You cannot afford to slow down. You cannot afford to doubt. You cannot afford to look back. There is too much at stake. Your life, your dreams, your potential. Every heartbeat carries urgency. Every thought carries intensity. There is no time for second guessing, no room for inaction. You must move relentlessly now. Picture the difference between moving with panic and moving with purpose. The early starters sprint without clarity. Their paths are crowded, chaotic, exhausting. But you, moving deliberately, with vision, navigate with precision. Every obstacle, every setback, every challenge is anticipated, understood, and used to sharpen your power. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are ready. Your late start has been your teacher. Your silence has been your sanctuary. Your struggle has been your preparation. And now, armed with all of it, you step forward with a force no one can predict and no one can stop. Feel the stakes rising. Every moment you hesitate, you leave potential on the table. Every minute you delay, opportunity slips past. The world will not wait for you. It never has. But the beauty is, you do not need it to. You carry what the world cannot give: focus, awareness, vision, and the fire born from waiting. That fire will burn through obstacles, shatter doubt, silence mockery, and forge a path that only you can walk. There is no shortcut here. There is no magic. Only relentless, deliberate, courageous action. And every second spent acting compounds into results that will make the late start meaningless to those who once laughed. Now feel the power of inevitability. Every step you take is a declaration. Every choice is a proof. Every heartbeat is a commitment. You are moving faster than ever before because you understand something they do not. Speed is nothing without awareness. Energy is nothing without direction. Effort is nothing without strategy. You have all of these multiplied by resilience, multiplied by clarity, multiplied by intent. And that makes you unstoppable. You cannot be rushed. You cannot be deterred. You cannot fail. Not because the path is easy, but because you have learned to bend circumstance to your advantage, to turn waiting into wisdom, to turn doubt into fuel, to turn a late start into victory. This is your moment, the one you have been preparing for, consciously or not, the one that arrives not when the clock says it is time, but when you are ready. You are ready. Every ounce of fear you felt, every second you questioned yourself, every moment you thought you were behind, has led to this surge of power. Do not squander it. Do not hesitate. Do not listen to the echoes of laughter anymore. They do not define you. You define yourself. You act, you rise, you claim what is yours, and when the world finally takes notice, it will not see that you started late. It will see that you arrived unstoppable, unshakable, and inevitable. The late start was never a limitation. It was the very thing that made you untouchable. The moment has arrived where hesitation dies. Every doubt that whispered in your ear, every fear that froze your limbs, every shadow that told you it was too late. They all fade against the power surging through you now. You feel it, don't you? That pulse of clarity, of certainty, of unstoppable motion that tells you the wait has ended. The late start was never your weakness. It was your hidden advantage. While others ran blind, you have grown wise. While they rushed and burned themselves out, you have built depth. While they stumbled over shortcuts and illusions, you have mastered patience, focus, and vision. And now, armed with all of it, you move with force that cannot be resisted, cannot be ignored, cannot fail. Every step forward demands everything from you. Not half measures, not excuses, not comfort. The world does not bend for those who hesitate, and neither will your potential. Every heartbeat carries urgency. Every breath carries intention. Every thought carries power. The time to act is not tomorrow. It is now. You feel it, the energy building, the tension mounting, the fire inside you roaring louder than ever. Nothing will stop you, because you understand what others never will. It is not the start that matters. It is the awakening. It is the focus. It is the relentless pursuit of what is yours to claim. The stakes have never been higher. Your life, your purpose, your potential, they demand action. Every second you delay, every ounce of energy spent in hesitation, is a second stolen from the greatness waiting for you. You cannot afford it. You will not afford it. This is the time to move with clarity, with speed, with precision. Every choice, every decision, every small step builds momentum, creates force, and shapes a future that will leave the doubters speechless. You are no longer behind. You are not late. You are awake. An awakening carries a power that even the earliest starters cannot access. Feel the intensity rising. It is a storm inside you, a surge of energy, focus, and clarity that cannot be denied. You are capable of more than you have ever imagined. Every struggle you endured, every moment you felt too late, every laugh you heard at your expense, has been forging you into this unstoppable force. The pressure has refined you. The delay has sharpened you. The isolation has strengthened you. And now every action you take carries the weight of preparation, the authority of experience, and the inevitability of success. You move forward, not because it is easy, but because it is demanded, because the fire inside you will not be ignored. Picture the world trying to catch up to you. Their speed cannot match your clarity. Their noise cannot drown your focus. Their doubts cannot penetrate your certainty. You are not just moving forward. You are advancing with purpose, strategy, and relentless momentum. Every second compounds, every effort multiplies. Every heartbeat pushes you closer to a version of yourself that commands respect, admiration, and undeniable results. You are not simply catching up. You are surpassing. You are transcending. You are becoming a force that cannot be stopped because you have learned the truth the early starters will never understand. Timing is irrelevant. Awareness, purpose, and relentless action are everything. This is the final surge, the apex of your awakening. Every lesson, every hardship, every delay has led here. The fire, the tension, the momentum, they all converge into a force that cannot be resisted. You are alive in a way that others cannot comprehend. You are awake in a way that cannot be ignored. You are moving in a way that cannot be stopped. And as the echoes of laughter fade into the past, the world will witness the power of someone who started late, but started awake. Someone who turned waiting into wisdom, doubt into fuel, and delay into destiny. You are not late. You are inevitable. And nothing will ever hold you back.